Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where last episode we just casually became probably the most populous faction in the game. So that's, something. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something. So we do have a couple of colonizable territories eventually, or rather apparently. Let's go ahead and grab that. Apparently that disabled the other province, which would have been like Watif up here. I'm guessing that we probably just don't have enough people over here. We'll get that soon enough, I think. So these guys are lacking a navy. That's fine. I don't mind that. Our ruler is currently unmarried. We should probably do something about that. So how old are you? You are 50? Sure. That's a lot of gold. Well, we're going to have to look elsewhere for love. Let's try another one. This is a different person, but I think the same family. Let's try this family. Perfect. They're not asking for 2,000 gold. Excellent. So we're going to get this colonization finished up. That seems great. As you can see, we have a few constructions underway. Emphasis on a few. And we're working on building some roads. So these guys are going to get their road build done over here. We are very high on our aggressive expansion, and I do not want to go to war this episode. If I can help it. We'll see if I can help it. We also need a connection out over here, I just noticed. So that seems reasonably fine. A connection here wouldn't be terrible either. So we can come down this way and build one like that. Otherwise, I think that we should be good to go here. I'm really not too concerned about it. So that all looks good. They're going to have that all finished very shortly. Look at all those farming settlements finishing all at once. Amazing. That's what happens when you dump 4,000 gold into that. So I want to take a quick peek here. Yeah, we got those finished. That looks good. We can start working on additional city development. That's definitely an option. We're at 43 stability right now, and we're still chilling at maximum research efficiency. So that's a really, really good sign. That means that we're pretty overbuilt, to be honest, on our research. So that is understood. So all of this construction will be done soon enough. I'm going to take these guys off of road build, and we're going to come down. The question is, what is the next goal? Well, it looks like Carthage didn't actually take much from the Ptolemaics. Macedon might take this territory up here, which is reasonably fine. So we could fight Macedon. That's an option. As I said before, I'd like to take like their Anatolian territory and then their Peloponnesian territory, which they have very little of, and then vassalize the rest as a buffer state against the Roman Empire. That would be the ideal scenario here. So we're working on raising relations with the Roman Empire. They're pretty upset at our aggressive expansion, and that's understood. Okay, so these guys are currently chilling here, and the question is, do we want them to be drilling? Well, when is our truce up with the Ptolemaics? That's a valid question here. Let's see here. Truce with Carthage and Armenia. So our truce is up with the Ptolemaics. Okay. I feel like if we declared now, A, we're going to have aggressive expansion issues. B, Macedon has occupations down here. So I feel like we would have issues at that point. So I want to just bring these guys back, and we'll get them drilling as soon as they're done there. In the meantime, these lads are just continuing to get all this built up. So that looks fantastic for the moment. Okay, we can colonize another couple of provinces. This one is a good one to do. We'll definitely do that. And Watif is another one that we can do. Beautiful. So that's getting some of this area filled in. We've still got this settlement down here that could theoretically be colonized. Some down over here. A little bit up over here, it looks like. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, this is being influenced to Macedon from the fort in Siwa. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. So this is one of several, honestly, reasons why I don't want to attack the Ptolemaics right now. So that looks good. How many do we have down here? So we've got 4 ships in this navy right now. That's not enough to get either of these navies up to 6, so I'm going to wait for a bit. we're going to need to get one more here. And by 6, I mean 50. I don't know why I said 6 then, but whatever. So we're just going to wait until this has one more ship, and that will be absolutely fine. Do we want to do a full and fair investigation into this matter? Honestly, we'll do a token inquiry. That seems okay. Now, we can, of course, go through and build buildings in some of these locations. So this is a location where we would certainly look to put in a tavern. We don't need this conscription camp, so I think a second tavern here would be the way to go. Okay, and then here there's nothing to be done. Trial developments, huh? Well, we'll just have to see what happens. So this is, of course, lacking a commander. We do have some provincial loyalty issues. A lot of this is due to our stability, which is, of course, due to our aggressive expansion. So that is all absolutely understood. It all roots from the aggressive expansion. So the stability is going to start growing again fairly soon. At this point, it's rough, no doubt about it. But we knew that we would be in this point. Okay, we gained 50 gold anyway. There was an unfair trial, sure. So I would like to go through some of these cities down here and try to spend some of our money, but that's going to be a little bit complicated for us, of course. We're getting to the point where it's difficult to spend the money that we've got coming in. So we can definitely put in an academy there. What else do we potentially need a building? We could put in a tax office here. This can be a library. Okay. So we can definitely work our way through this. I want to select the territory here. Thank you very much. Okay. Ooh, 20 out of 22. Hang on. No, I don't want to recruit the mercenary. I want to build buildings here. So this is going to end up being a pair of tax offices. This is going to end up being interesting. We don't have any Freeman districts here. We're going to put in three Freeman districts and a tax office is the way that that's going to go. This will be a tax office. This is good to go for now. Okay. This will definitely be a tax office here. Up over this direction, nothing to be done. Down here, nothing to be done for now. Okay, and then this here, are we too disloyal to build? Yeah, we're too disloyal to build here. So that is understood. The loyalty is growing, so that's fine. We can check through these cities over here, and we probably need a fair amount of work in Memphis. We'll come back to that in a moment. I should be ticking forward right now. This is a research city, so we can definitely put in an academy here. And then from there, we would be interested in probably building a bunch of libraries, something like that. Okay, this governor has died, and we need a new one. A scorned family member would probably be ideal here. There we go. So we've still got one scorned family. That's noted. Okay, now we've got Mop here. This is currently set up as a quasi-research city. So we could get rid of the aqueduct here. We've got a Freeman district and some forums as well. We do produce papyrus here. I think it's clear that we don't need this to be a research city. So I did not mean to remove those. Okay, I guess that's a waste of money. Sure, whatever. I wanted to remove the noble districts and the academies and the libraries. I didn't want to remove the forums, but for now I guess it's fine. We'll put in a foundry here, and this is going to be a mill, and another mill, and a third mill, like so. And the Freeman districts are going to come back in eventually, but are we still building up over here? Are we still road build? This guy's charging off. He is disloyal. Okay, so we're going to need to bribe this guy, and we need to check in to see, did he finish his road construction? The answer is no, he did not. Okay, so we're going to move him back. We're going to put him onto road build once he gets back over there. And we do want to put this guy in here. That'll be fine. I want to pop back over to Memphis real quick here because we know... Or not Memphis. This was supposed to be Mom. Right. We know that we want to put in a slave trader here. I'm actually going to put in 2. And then we're waiting for a month tick. So that's fine for right now. Once this guy arrives, we'll issue his orders. But he became disloyal, which was very rude of him, of course. Okay. Big, beautiful buildings, huh? We could get an aqueduct or a commercial district. I'll take the aqueduct. And these guys here, I want them to be drilling. So we're going to get them going. So you're about to arrive, and I want you to be on road builds. So the first thing I want to do is I want to build a road like that. And then you'll turn back around and come out over this way and get a road connection through all of that. Okay, that looks good for now. There's a road connection here. I'd like to have one probably about here. And then from there down to here. And then one about like that. We will indeed remember this crime. And then that's probably all of the road build that we need, I think. Yeah, that looks reasonably fine. So we do have a province at risk of rebellion, and I'm going to have these guys just start walking down over here. So where is this again? Yeah, right there. Okay, so just start walking over to about here or so. It'll take them a while to get there, but this is going to be 2 years until Hawad rebels, so that seems reasonably fine. Now, back over here, I still want to get 3 taverns built. And then from there, we're going to need to put in these forums again, which unfortunately I accidentally deleted. I did not intend to delete these forums, but here we are. Okay, so that brings us up to 15 out of 15. Now, Memphis is going to need a pretty hefty ground-up rework. We definitely want this to be a slave city, and we will get there. We're going to need to save some money first, though. So we can make our way down reasonably quickly on our road network. So that looks good, but by the time we get there, I expect that this will be rebelling reasonably soon. So that looks absolutely fine. Now these guys, they're going to be done with their road build long before then. Fugitives are crossing the border. Sure. Welcome. Sounds good. And I do want to head into Memphis at this time, because I want to get going on a foundry as soon as possible. And we're going to get started on that right now. So that sounds good. And we can call down an omen. This will, of course, be Esther. I still want to get up to 5 pops assimilating to Hebrew culture. That's really good. It's really, really good. And the unintegrated culture group happiness is incredible as well. So that seems good. We're down to losing just 0.04 stability per month, so that's certainly improving. The major problem with it, of course, is still the aggressive expansion. Glorious news, huh? Okay. So we could gain Blood of the Argeids, or we could just gain 10 tyranny and kill everyone involved. And that's the option we're going to take. That is definitely the option that we're going to take, because 10 tyranny, look at this. We're at minus 0.42 right now on the aggressive expansion, and boom. So all of these people died. Now we're at minus 0.29. Hang on. That went the opposite direction of where I was expecting it to go. Interesting. Is there a sweet spot for tyranny? Because 0 tyranny is 0 aggressive expansion change. So there must be... we must have too much tyranny right now. Okay. That's definitely noted. No doubt about that. Okay, so these families are upset because they're scorned. We need governors in these regions, and this guy's scorned family, so that's good. We need a researcher in every category. Okay. And I'm looking for a scorned family member here. I kind of want to put this guy in as a researcher. He's not the highest of skill. Okay, we'll do that. So no more scorned families. And now we can just put in the top guys here. Now, as far as our researchers go, I'm going to put in... oh, wow. These are... the highest we've got is skill 3. Okay. That's exciting. The highest we've got is skill 2, skill 4, and skill 6. Well, our research is going to be stunted a little bit. That is understood. We'll put this guy in, and we have no one available to be the Rob Chagrier. Okay. Now, I'm going to move these guys up to here for now. So that seems fine. These are going to exit road build, and they're going to come down to, actually, Jerusalem, down to here. There we go. And where are you? Okay, you have leadership, and you have leadership. We just killed a lot of people, and that is understood. We don't have anyone for this office right now, but that will change. Cool. We have no colonizable territories right now. So our aggressive expansion, yeah, there must be a point where the aggressive expansion reduction peaks from having tyranny and starts to go down again. So that is definitely a lesson learned. We'll let our tyranny drop, and that seems fine. I mean, we're going to drop below 50 aggressive expansion soon anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Although, I was expecting this to go up and not down. We did just get a religious advance, though, and that's great. So next we could grab, say, I think we're going to take Pentaspatos here. That is going to be important because we want to get a lot of things down this tree. Not necessarily Fort Defense, although Fort Defense is good. But we want to get down to, like, mangonels. And that is going to require going through this section over here. So that seems okay. Cool. So Hawad is going to rebel in 12 months. That is absolutely understood. And that is interesting. Okay, let's just go position ourselves down like over here. I'm wondering if there's an area where we can sit and not take attrition. Supply limits out over here aren't fantastic. Indeed, they are not. We could split this force. That is an option. And I think that's what we're going to do, since we have 11 months at this point. So let's just split the force in half, and let's move half of them out over here. So these guys are just going to not have a leader. And I don't believe that they can drill without a leader. No. But these guys can drill, and that's what we're going to do. So we're only going to be drilling half of that force as of right now. Okay. Well, that got awkward, no doubt about it, but our tyranny will eventually decay down. Eventually. And it doesn't look too bad right now. So we're definitely seeing the aggressive expansion decaying. That is good. And this rebellion, it's still saying 11 months right now. That should go down soon enough. So we've got a lot of gold at this moment, and we just finished our foundry in Memphis. So we definitely want to come back to this. I want to get rid of these conscription camps for sure. I want to get rid of the citizen districts here. The tavern can stay. The Great Temple, I'm completely fine with for right now. The Grand Theater, I'm fine with. I'm also fine with the 3 levels of fortress for the moment. I'm going to get rid of the library, and I think we'll keep the aqueducts for right now. We're going to need to put in mills here. We're going to need to put in slave traders, and then maximize out these taverns like this. The port, I think we can get rid of. The commercial district, we can get rid of as well. And we can do something like that. Okay, let's get going on that. So that will be magnificent. Now, other locations that we might want to work on. This is one. So this is a slave region. So this is a freeman district that I'm going to put in here and a tax office. We can definitely put something in here. This is research. We also have a pair of freeman forums here. I don't know about having that. So let's get rid of those for the moment. That'll mess up our desired ratios. And let's just put in libraries. Cool. Anything else out over here? Actually, yeah, we can put something in here. This is slave. We can put in a freeman district. No problem there. Out here, same scenario. We can put in a tavern, and then we can put in a forum. And then nothing else up over this way for now. So that looks good. What about this city? Yeah, this is a doable thing. So this is set up as research for the moment. Research-ish. We need an academy anyway. That'll be fine. And then down over this direction, we know that there are some cities that we have worked on. So we can check in here. This is currently requiring a tax office. And then this city is also going to require a forum, actually. Hang on. We need a Freeman district here. There we go. That makes more sense. So we've done basically no work to any of our cities down over this way. We have done work to cities up this direction. So we could definitely consider putting in... Actually, this is not all that much work done. I don't think we worked on this one, to be honest with you. It produces wine, and to that end, I'm going to get rid of these citizen districts. Let's put in a foundry, and let's also put in a mill for the moment. And that's all of our gold spent for now. I'm sure we can find other places to spend our gold, so we're not going to have any problem with that. We definitely see the Macedonians occupying a fair amount of the Ptolemaics here, and that's fine. We will deal with that a little later on. So how are we doing here? 7 months. Okay, do we have somebody who can be here? Ah, we can. Beautiful. So we now have all of our offices filled, at least. And now we shouldn't have further issues. So that seems good. Now, as far as this goes, we actually only need 5 or 6 of these. It doesn't matter which. So I'm going to split off 2 so that we have 6. So then they're going to go here currently, and that's actually the opposite location that I want them to go. So I want to grab the 6 units that are here, this one, and they're going to come in up over this direction. Perfect. Now we should roll up a commander here, and that would be this guy. So that looks good. Excellent. Now we're just kind of waiting on this rebellion up over here. I like it. No colonizable provinces. You can see our stability is currently holding. That's a good sign. That means our stability is going to start growing in the next couple of month ticks. And yeah, you can see here our aggressive expansion is dropping faster now that our tyranny has dropped a little bit. So that is certainly good. This guy's at 37. He's not going to be happy about having to pay for this. I'm going to pay for this in manpower. There we go. We do pay a little political influence as well for that, which I don't love doing, but it's basically what we've got the ability to do right now. So we've got this city here, and this city is well situated. We can put a tax office in there. Out over here, we can definitely put in a forum. Okay, and then I think that's all the cities that are currently on Cyprus, so that looks good. Out over here, there's definitely a bunch of cities that we can work on. So this would be putting in a couple of taverns, like so. This we would definitely add in taverns as well. Same thing here. This is a very similar story. We'd add in a tavern there. Tavern here. Lots and lots of taverns going in right now. Okay, this city has no buildings at all because it's actually not occupied. So that is noted. We'll have to occupy that eventually. So here, looks like we were turning this into a slave location, but we also have a shipyard here. Kush is leading a war of independence. That's expected. I want to get these mills going. Okay, so let's take a look at what this is. Yeah, that's about what we expected to see. So I'm going to send these guys this way and these guys this way. We have no leadership here, but it really doesn't matter. So we're just heading into the fort here while these guys go to stack wipe this army. And that should instantly stack wipe. Or not necessarily instantly, but that should stack wipe from this battle. It didn't, but that's okay. We're going to come around and deal with this legion that they apparently have. That's ambitious. So we just need to get onto the road here and then head down here. It looks like we could definitely use a little bit more road work up in this area, and we're certainly going to do that as soon as we're done here. They're walking into the fort, but that's going to stack wipe, as expected. We can just cap this and then have these guys get to work on building roads. So let's do that exactly. We can build road without having a leader. So we're going to move them down to here. And I'm thinking right now a road connecting like this, and then also one up here. Okay. Let's get there. Perfect. So we're going to come down like this, and then like that. Cool. And then I'd like to come up over this direction where we're interested in building a road all the way out like that. And then we may as well build one kind of like that. Hopefully by the time we get there, the siege is over and this is our territory again. That would be ideal. We'll see if that happens. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to crush these guys. It's not going to be a challenge. We never expected it to be a challenge. And we're going to continue to spend down our gold while working down our aggressive expansion as well. You can see here we're losing stability again. This is because our divine sacrifice expired. And that's not shocking. What is this? Rebels up here. The first levy of Syria. We may need to send these guys to go take care of that. Let's do that. But it is time to put that cut in. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.